Five Nights at Freddy's is very intense.
Terrifying.
Five Nights is
Scary.
They screamed. They screamed, you guys.
We're going to have so much fun together.
Hey everybody, so we just got back from watching Five Nights at Freddy's. You know how I love to say things in a very silly way. Who's that? Steven! Steven is the special guest for today, but I don't really know how long this video is gonna be, so please don't ask. Just chill out, chill out. Go get some water or something, a snack so we could talk about the movie. Okay? I made a little hermit crab. Do you think he's cute? I made him myself. Ever since that Booty Patrick crochet keychain, I've been like practicing my crocheting. I think I've just been getting so much better. Oh, we're supposed to be reviewing the movie, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry. So, Steven, what did you think about Five Nights at Freddy's?
My opinion, it was just okay. It was just okay. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is more for people that actually played the game and like know all the lore and stuff like that. And I'm not like a huge fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's game to begin with. But having said that, if you played all the games and you know all the lore and you're kind of really into it, you'll like this movie a lot. But for me, I thought it was okay.
Okay, now I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's because you know I'm a scaredy cat. But I have, actually, you know what? No, I didn't play it by myself. Like I've seen other people play it. Like
I can't do this. Do this, yo! What? Get out!
When it came out, like back in the day, like on the tablets and stuff. Like the first game, the very first game. To be honest with you, the game is scarier than the movie. But there's so many different versions of Five Nights at Freddy's and probably games that I don't even know about. But the most recent one that I think came out, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, is it the security breach game? Now that, ooh, like that game is a little bit like they started cutifying Freddy and the gang. And so to me, like over time, Five Nights at Freddy's has become more of like a cutesy horror game, I guess. It's like it's gotten less like horrific, but I mean it did have like some gruesome parts like in the movie, but the editing was it wasn't a big budget film, so I don't expect things to be perfect. I thought the animatronics were a lot more stiff than what I expected them to be like, because in the game they can move a little bit more. It seemed like they used actual real life-size costumes for the characters, where they were just walking like, you know, just very it was very stiff and everything. And in some scenes I think that would have been okay, but like in other scenes, like when they actually attack you, I would have used more CGI for that personally. But again, it was like a $20 million budget film, so I didn't really expect too much. I was just more concerned on how they were gonna kill the people within the actual story. Now, I mean, I don't really like, I would say, I guess Freddy is like my favorite character. They didn't show all the characters from the games. But again, this is like the first film. I don't know if they're gonna make a second one. They kind of felt like they were gonna allude to a second film. If they did, I would definitely want to see this one character that's from Security Breach in there. If you remember the pit scene, like where they went into the daycare scene. That's the character that I would love to see in that film. But I just don't think it's gonna, to be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna make that much money, because I thought when they released the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's, it was out for a little bit. So like when I would go see Mission Impossible, when we went to go see Mission Impossible, I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer within the previews of watching that movie. But then they didn't, it seemed like I didn't see any more trailers after that. And luckily it came out around Halloween time versus like the Haunted Mansion. And we did review the Haunted Mansion, the new version of Haunted Mansion on my channel. So please go check that out if you haven't already. But I wish the Haunted Mansion was released around this time too. You know, it's more Halloween and spooky themed. I don't know why they released it in the middle of summer.
Yeah. Also, what is really cool about this movie though is they had a few YouTubers on there that like that were basically casted as actors, which was really cool that you see them, and then like even the crowd was like, look,
they screamed. They screamed, you guys. Like when they saw, what's his name? Is his name Corey?
Corey Kenshin, yeah.
Corey Kenshin?
Yeah.
Corey Kenshin. They were like, oh! Like they were screaming for him. So imagine if I get to do something like that someday, you guys, okay? This is why I say you gotta get on YouTube, because it's like the new like place to discover people. So that's why I'm like, okay, I need to be swimming on the big screen someday, okay? With my big old afro and the sea star. I can see it now. That's gonna be so much fun. I know it's gonna happen someday, and then I can have a cute little crab. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm very silly, you guys.
Yeah, so
was there another YouTuber there too?
yeah, I don't know the name of that person.
I don't know the name of that other YouTuber, but he's one of the servers in one of the scenes, so you probably see him there. There was a lot of teenagers at this film. I was actually surprised. I thought it was more gonna be people who were like kind of past high school, like around our age and stuff like that, like early mid-20s and stuff. Like I thought that would be more of the audience because it was like an older game, but I didn't realize that like a lot of teenagers really like this, and to me it was a bigger audience than the Disney movies coming out. So Disney, y'all better take notes from somebody. Either you need to start casting YouTubers for your Disney live action films.
We also gotta mention that video games are becoming the new
Hollywood or whatever.
Not the new Hollywood, but like a lot of the movies. Like I remember back then it's a new phase now for movies. Remember back then it was comic books. During the late 2000s and when Marvel came out, comic books became the new phase of movies that everybody wanted to go see. It just became popular. So now I think we're in a new phase where video game movies are becoming more popular because the Sonic movies come out now.
Which movie?
The Sonic movies came out. Now,
the Sonic movies.
Now and then Uncharted came out, which I know you never play that game, but for me, I was like, whoa, like. Now this is becoming a movie now, and then they had the Mario movie coming out. Then it's like it's so many video game movies that are now becoming more of a phase of like, okay, this is like the video game movie era.
And then also Steven just finished the Spider-Man 2 game that was released on PS5 and stuff like that. There's other black YouTubers that I would love to see like on the big screen someday. Hopefully Berlizzi gets to do something. Or RDC, like you talk about, like that.
They got their like anime and stuff.
They got their anime. Shout out to them. Like we support you as YouTubers and as content creators. So you guys are doing such a great job. And thanks for representing the black culture in such a cool way. I mean, I'm serious. There's not a lot of, it seems like it's a very small community when it comes to black content creators, or maybe it is a larger community, but I just haven't really heard too much of them. If you have any recommendations on other black YouTubers that you think I should go check out, like let me know for sure. Well, I think that's it. So we don't really have very much to say, but do you think my crab is cute? This is like the third time I showed you guys. I'm just really proud of myself for creating content, and I hit 400 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you so much for swimming with me. I had such a great time. You know, it took a long time because, you know, I was trying to find my niche. I was doing a bunch of stuff that I thought maybe people would like. You know, some of you like my purse content, you like my Louis Vuitton, of course. You know, the Louis Vuitton community loves when I talk about my stuff there. And I have so many more bags I would love to talk about. And And a lot of you love my Disney content, and you know I'm a big Disney fan myself, so you know I appreciate all of you. Thanks for being yourselves. Thanks for swimming by with me, and I'll swim with you next time. This is Millie the Mermaid.